Well, I felt something on my forehead, and I thought it was just a piece of hair, so I just like swiped it, and I swiped this big... Good
morning.
Well, good morning. Welcome to breakfast.
Whoa.
We got some eggs. We're going to do some avocado toast, because we just went to the gym, so we got to refuel on some protein. Mm-hmm. Dangerous.
Oh yeah, these are what tempting. I made last night, you guys, for Josh's birthday. Truffles.
Chocolate truffles.
I'll be making more this weekend so I can actually film like what goes into it or how I do it, I suppose.
As we mentioned in a previous vlog, my family is obsessed with them, and because there's so many people in my family, we have to make more than just what's right here.
Yeah. He has 7 siblings. There's
7
8
siblings.
of them.
My dad and everybody's got boyfriends and girlfriends now and fiancés and wives, and so the family's just growing by multiples.
So it's like when you cook for like a normal family of like 4 or like even 6, it's that times 3 in reality, because they're a bunch of dudes, like big guys.
We all eat a lot.
They eat a lot of food. So if I make one dessert, I usually have to make 2 or 3. Just to like cover everybody.
Just so everybody gets one piece. You know what I mean? That's not even like a bulk. You know what I mean?
So here is my breakfast. Josh is forcing me to have 2 eggs. And look at his. All about that toast life.
Yep. The avocado's so good.
Alright, now we're going to pray and eat.
We're heading to the office.
Yep.
JK. Coffee shop. Which is kind of our office anyways.
I'll be honest with you guys. As Josh just said, I'm looking pretty comfy. Even though we did go to the gym this morning, waking up was a bit of a struggle.
Yes. I wore an outfit that I wanted to have pictures taken in today because we've been using Stardust as our
photo.
Yeah, our backdrops. That's the one thing that's nice about Stardust is they have just a bunch of awesome places to take photos.
Yeah, it is pretty nice.
Yeah.
But, yep. So I'm a little sleepy. I definitely need to chug some coffee and some water to just get my body moving. But last night, I think because it was just such like a chill night, I was super tired. It's the end of the week. It's Thursday, so I think all the days of waking up early and not going to bed early are finally catching up with me.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of tired.
Well, I think like, especially because we're not making up, like we're going to bed late still, and then trying to wake up earlier, so our body's like, dude, don't do this to me. Like, you gotta get some sleep still.
So when you do try to wake up early, make sure you're going to bed at the correct time.
Yeah, get at least 7, like try and get 7 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
I know, even if you can get 6, that's good too.
Yeah, figure out what works for you, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. Stardust working.
Yep.
And yes, I've actually been in the coffee shop doing stuff, and Josh popped in and he just said something and it kind of made me laugh because it's super relatable.
Yeah, it is. Like, so this morning we literally got here at around
8:30. Yeah,
8:30. I literally feel like I just sat down and like 5 hours have passed. We haven't eaten lunch yet. It's almost 2 hours past lunch. It's just like some days, man, you just get hit. Like, we do client work and we have our own dev work. And so what was happening was that our client that we work for was trying to get out of deploy. But at the same time, our head of sales was trying to close a deal, and he needed to show the customer, to help close the deal, one of the features we had on staging. But because that code is on staging and not on production, we couldn't show it on his account. And so his account has all of his data and forms and things like that, so it makes it really relevant. So we ended up deploying some code, but it wasn't ready to go to production, so it ended up introducing a bug into production. So then with the feature we wanted to show him, because it was still in beta, so I had to make that hot fix real quick while simultaneously making 2 bug fixes for our client, because they are also trying to get out of production deploy. My brain feels like mush right now, literally jumping between terminals and Slack groups, and I wouldn't have it any other way, but man, you literally exhaust your mental capacity in like a few hours with that type of intensity. So
Yeah, I know there's a few of you that watch this that are in similar situations. I know Travis, he is a brand developer. I know that he kind of juggles the same thing, like he has his own company, but then he also does client work, and I think also works remotely for a company.
Oh my gosh.
So there's like all different scenarios where you have to kind of multitask and be able to like kind of compartmentalize, blah blah blah.
Compartmentalize.
That word.
Yeah.
The different tasks that you have to do for the different groups of people that you're doing them for. And I know that can be
It's a skill
really
you
tough.
have to learn, and I generally try and like to work on something focused, and then, versus like switching back and forth and multitasking. I think multitasking kills your productivity, but sometimes you can't help it and you just have to do it. So
Yeah. I used to do it when I worked in the agency world. That was something very typical. You would be on about anywhere from 1 to 5 projects in a day, and jumping because everything is an emergency. Everything needs to get done right away, because every client is the number 1 priority.
Yeah.
So.
My arm is burning so bad right now. We worked out arms this morning, so they were already kind of like sore. Holding up this tiny phone is causing my arm to burn so bad.
Alright, we're gonna get back to work, or possibly go eat something. Hopefully. What's up? I don't know if you guys can see that. But that is my to-doist up, and I have several overdue things. And several things I still need to complete for the night, but it's only 8 p.m. here. And yeah, so right after we got done from Stardust, because we worked there from about, it was like 8:15, 8:30 we got there, and we worked till 2 p.m. And I'll be honest, I was exhausted. I think I told you guys that before. Like today I was just tired, I think, from waking up early all week and not going to bed. And so Josh and I ended up falling asleep on the couch after we had our lunch at like 2:30. So I feel like I'm a little behind and still have to get a bunch done. And one of the things that I do that really helps is just writing out my list, even if it's in Todoist or handwritten. I kind of do a little bit of both. Oh, there's Joshy.
What's happening?
What's up? We're talking about ways to get things done.
Oh gosh, isn't that the mystery of life? Alright, mystery of life tip number 1, how to get things done. Focus on one thing at a time if possible. The more things you try and do at one time, the more you mentally distract yourself, and you feel like you're being more productive, you feel like you're getting more done, you feel like you're hustling, you're probably just destroying your productivity and any progress that you would make, like a measurable amount of progress on any one particular task. Focus on one task if possible till completion, then move on to the next. That's it.
You heard it from the master, you guys.
And I'm wearing a headband. So
Oh yeah, did you have to tell him that? Did you guys notice he's wearing a headband?
I have no idea if that matters, but
So if you guys want to get stuff done, the secret is wear a headband.
if your hair's in your face, your productivity's gonna go down the toilet.
That is true. I literally put my hair up every day, I think. It never stays down because it
Okay,
makes me nuts.
hold on, I have a story. This is when Brandy was in Vegas. I was here by myself. I was unpacking my bag. Well, my bag from Fargo, North Dakota, we came back. My bag was in the basement of her parents' house. Well, when I was unpacking, I put on a sweater right out of my bag. there was a spider on my thing, but I didn't know. And because my hair is long now, it falls on my face and kind of like tickles and rubs my face, but I just think it's my hair, so I pushed it away. Well, I felt something on my forehead, and I thought it was just a piece of hair, so I just like swiped it, and I swiped this big black spider into my hair, and then I felt it like freaking out, and I freaked out, and like went like crazy on my hair, and it fell onto my desk and tried to like run around, and I killed it real quick. So, this helps me know that if something's on me, it's probably a spider, not my hair.
So there you guys go. Those are basically life tips on how to get stuff done. Focus on one thing and wear a headband so you know you don't have any sort of spiders or creepy crawly things on you. Alright, so one of the things on my to-do list that I have to do is my 100 crunches or sit-ups or whatever you want to call them a day. So I'm going to do those quick even though it is kind of late. I have to get them in. It's a New Year's resolution. This is what happens if you wake up at 5 a.m. all week. You fall asleep on a bearskin rug. Polar bear. And that is a wrap.
That is a wrap for today. Main point from you, getting things done.
You kind of touched on it, but focus on one thing at a time. I have a really bad habit of not doing that. Creating high objective to-do lists with the things you're trying to go after, and then pick one thing and then figure out the main things you have to do to get that thing done, and then do those things and then get the test done. Move on.
You'd be surprised at how powerful focus is. Doing multiple things, just to reiterate, is not the best way to actually accomplish great things. It's to really focus and zero in. That's even when it comes to a skill set or a trade or anything. The people that are the best in the world that have mastered a single craft, same thing with a task or something you're trying to accomplish. Focus in, get it done. Don't be distracted by a bunch of other stuff.
If you guys can hear that, I have a bath running because I was drinking coffee late tonight. And so I know we have to get up again early tomorrow morning.
You gotta try and get yourself tired.
It's a vicious cycle, you guys.
Getting close to bedtime.
But if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you think it will help anybody, please share it with others, and also subscribe to our channel below. We would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.